Ever wished you could control all your AWS services with one simple tool? Today, we are diving into AWS Cloud APIs, the universal remote control for managing your cloud resources. We will cover the essentials of AWS APIs, create an EC2 instance, an S3 bucket, and explore AWS Lambda and Cloud Control API. Stick around for more surprises and tips that will transform you into a cloud-speaking wizard. Also, we have added the chapters in the description for your reference so that you can also skip to your interested section. Hey everyone, welcome to this tutorial on mastering AWS Cloud APIs. Whether you're new to AWS or cloud computing, don't worry. We are going to make this as simple as possible. AWS Cloud APIs are your all-in-one tool for managing AWS services. Instead of juggling different tools for each service, you can use these powerful APIs to handle everything seamlessly. By the end of this video, you will know how to create an EC2 instance, an S3 bucket, and even run a serverless function with AWS Lambda. Plus, we will explore the Cloud Control API for a more integrated approach. Let's get started. What is an API? An API or application program interface is like a bridge that allows different software applications to communicate. Think of it like a waiter taking your order in a restaurant and bringing your food from the kitchen. APIs make it possible for apps to request and exchange data efficiently. For example, when you use a weather app, it communicates with the Weather Service API to fetch data. Common examples include the Google Maps API, which allows apps to display maps and location data, and the Twitter API, which lets applications interact with Twitter's functions like posting tweets or reading tweets. GenAI APIs such as OpenAI's GPT-4 API allow developers to integrate advanced language understanding and generation capabilities into their applications. In cloud computing, APIs help manage resources like storage and virtual servers. Examples include the AWS S3 API, which allows for managing cloud storage, the Azure Compute API, which manages virtual machines, and the Google Cloud PubSub API, which handles messaging between different services and applications. What exactly are these cloud APIs? They are specialized tools that let you interact with cloud services, extending the basic concept of APIs to the vast world of cloud computing. Cloud APIs allows you to create, manage, and use resources like storage and servers in the cloud. They are crucial because they offer scalability, seamless integration, and automation, making it easy to build and manage powerful applications in the cloud environment. One of the leading providers of these cloud APIs is Amazon Web Services or AWS. As a top cloud service provider, AWS offers a wide range of services from storage to computing power. AWS APIs are particularly powerful because they allow developers to interact with these diverse services efficiently. By leveraging AWS APIs, developers can tap into the full potential of cloud computing. Now let's dive deeper and look at some key AWS APIs and see them in action. Imagine a storage solution that's not only scalable and secure, but also incredibly easy to use. Welcome to the world of Amazon S3. In this video, we will dive into how Amazon's simple storage service is revolutionizing data storage for businesses and individuals. Whether you're looking to store, manage, or analyze your data, discover why S3 is the go-to choice for tech enthusiasts around the globe. Ready to dive into the world of cloud storage? Let's see how you can effortlessly manage your data with Amazon S3, one of the most popular cloud storage services. Let's explore these essential AWS APIs. Amazon S3, simple storage service used for storing data in the cloud. We will see how to create a bucket, upload, and retrieve files. Before we start the demo of Amazon S3 and how to create your EC2 instance, how to explore with your Cloud Control APIs, we first need to create an Amazon Web Service account. So to do that, go to your awsamazon.com and you can see that you have AWS free tier here. Create a free account button is there. Click on the create a free account button. It will take you for your signing up page. Enter your email address, or alternatively, you can have your account name, verify your email address. A link will be sent to your email ID. Once your email is verified, it will take you to your payment link. Don't worry, just add your credit card information details. Unless and until you are into your free access tier limits, you will not be charged for any of the usages which you do on your AWS management console. Since I am an existing user, I will just sign into an existing AWS account. I'll just log in with the credentials I already have. After signing in, it will take you to your console home. Since I've already explored IAM, EC2, Lambda and S3, all these APIs, so you can see that the recently visited services are over here. Right now, after you have created your account, the next thing we will be doing is we will be exploring how to create an S3 bucket and how to upload files into your S3 bucket. To do that, you click on your S3. If you don't find S3 on your console home, you can just go to your search button there and click on S3, and then you will have your scalable storage S3 in the cloud. You can just click that service over here, and it will navigate you to your AWS S3 console. Now, the next thing what you need to do is we need to create a bucket. So you can see that there is a button over here which says create bucket. You just click on the create bucket here. You can just give a bucket name, anything. I'll just give it as AWS bucket, and then going with the default settings over here. I'm not changing anything here, and bucket versioning is disabled. I am not adding any tag over here. I'm just going with those default settings, and you can see that the encryption type is server-side encryption and Amazon S3 managed keys. I'm just keeping the default settings here, and I'm creating a bucket. So create a bucket. So here you can say that after creating the bucket, you can upload files and folders to the bucket and configure additional bucket settings as well. So I've just given the name as demo S3 AWS, and I'm keeping the default settings, and I'm going and creating a bucket with the help of my create bucket button here. So once I click on this, you can see that the bucket is created, and this is the bucket which has been created. Now I'll just click on this, and I can upload my files over here. So you have a button over here called as upload. I'm clicking on the upload here, and then add files, this image here, and then I'm trying to upload the file here. So you can see that the upload is succeeded, right? And you can see the file over here. Now, similarly, you can add more files there. I have added only one file over here. Now, if you want to delete this, you can just click on this and you can delete the file. You can see that if a folder is selected, all objects in your folder will be deleted. So I'm saying yes, okay. And I have to write here permanently delete. Okay, and you can see that the delete object is enabled over here, and I'm clicking on it, and I'm deleting the image which I have stored in my S3 demo bucket, right? So I'm closing this, and you can see that this is my S3 demo bucket and the image file has been deleted. It's so easy, right? You can just try to create a bucket, and you can try to add your images, you can store your images, you can retrieve your images, also you can delete your images. Now let's explore our Amazon EC2 instance. So you can see that I've recently visited my EC2 instance. So I will click on my EC2 instance here. It will navigate you to your instance page, and I need to launch an instance. So I'll just click on launch an EC2 instance. It will guide me through the different steps which are required for launching an EC2 instance, right? So I'll just give an instance name as demo AWS EC2 instance. and I'm selecting my Amazon Linux AWS, which is anyways the default settings over here. And then you can see that the instance type by default, it is t2.micro. This is what I'm using it, and I'm not using any key pair required to create a new key pair as of now, right? And then I'm just taking up all the default settings like allow your SSH traffic from, all these things. Configuring storage, I'm just keeping those default settings over here. And then number of instances to be created as 1. And you can see all the default settings are over here. And then I'm just trying to click on launch instance. Key pair, it's prompting me for create a new key pair. So I'll just give it as new key EC2. New key EC2. Okay, and key pair type is RSA. And then going again with the default settings, I'm launching my instance here. So you can see that it is launching instances and creating your initiations in security control groups, right? Now let's check our instance now. I'm going to click on view all instances. So you can see that this is the instance which I was creating, and as of now the instant state is pending, right? So the instance state should move from pending to running state. We'll just give it a while, and now you can see that your instance state is running, right? Now you can see that your instance state is running. Now if you want to check on your instance state, that is stop instance or reboot instance or terminate instance, you can do that with the help of this button called as instance state. So I'm going to stop my instance here. I'm just clicking on stop instance. It is just prompting me whether are you sure you want to stop this instance or not. I'm just clicking on stop here. So you can see that successfully initiated stopping, and your instance state is moved from running to stopping here, right? So we will wait till the instance state is stopped, and then we will try to terminate the instance state. So you can see that the instance state is stopped now. So similarly, we will try to terminate the instance. It's again prompting me whether you're sure that you want to terminate the instance. I click on terminate, and you can see that from stopped, it has moved from shutting down, right? The instance state is moved from shutting down. So we'll just wait for a while to see that the instance has been terminated. So you can see that the instance has been terminated. So cool, right? Creating your EC2 instance with just a click and launching your instance and stopping and terminating your instances. Now let's use our AWS Lambda. In my console, since I've already used Lambda, you can see that Lambda services is already here on my management console, right? If you don't find, you can just go on this tab over here for search, and you can just type Lambda here, and you can see the service is there. You can just click on your Lambda service here. So you can see that my Lambda service has opened, and it says that Lambda service lets you run code without thinking about your servers. First thing we need to do is we need to create a function. So I will click on create a function here. I'm keeping the default settings which says author for your scratch, and I'm trying to create a function name. I'm trying to give a function name here which is say demo AWS Lambda, right? So here I am trying to create a runtime. So I'll just click on Python 3.12. Runtime, I'm choosing Python 3.12 and keeping the permissions same, and I'm just trying to create a function over here. So it will take a while. So you can see that my demo AWS Lambda function has been created now. So what's the next thing we need to do here is, so in my function code, I'm just trying to write my function here wherein I'm just trying to give an output called as hello from Lambda. This is what I want to be printed, right? So I've just added my piece of code over here, and then I will click on deploy. You can see that successfully updated the function here. Okay. Next thing we need to do is click on test, configure test event, and then I'm just leaving it to the default settings here, and I'm clicking on save. It's prompting me to give the event name, so I gave the event name, and I'm just clicking on save. Right? So next thing I will do is test, and then you can see that we have successfully updated our function, And then you can see that the status code is 200, which is a success status. And then the body is been displayed over here, that is hello from Lambda. So far, we have explored Amazon S3, EC2, and Lambda, all powerful tools in their own right. Now, let's look at AWS Cloud Control API, which ties everything together. AWS Cloud Control API is a unified API that allows you to manage the life cycle of various AWS resources. Imagine you have different remotes to your TV, sound system, and air conditioner. It's a hassle, right? AWS Cloud Control API is like a universal remote that can control all your AWS services such as EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud for virtual servers, S3 Simple Storage Service for storage, RDS Relational Database Service for databases, Lambda for running code without managing servers, DynamoDB for NoSQL databases. This makes managing your cloud resources easier and more efficient. Why use AWS Cloud Control APIs? Here are a few reasons. Simplicity. Learn one set of commands to manage all AWS services. Efficiency. Save time and reduce errors with a consistent way to control different services. Automation. Easily automate tasks across multiple services with less complexity. Sounds great, right? Now let's see how we can set it up and use it. We will use an online code editor called Replit to make things simple. Replit allows you to write and run code directly in your browser without needing to install anything on your computer. Here is what you need to do. Now moving on to our Cloud Control API demo, right? So as I said, we will be using Replit. So I have opened it on my web browser, https://replit.com, and you can see that it is telling you what exactly is Replit and what are the things you can do with the help of your Replit, right? So I'm just clicking on continue, and you can just provide your first name, your last name, and how much software creation experience do you have. All these details you can fill in and you can click on continue. Since I've already have an account over here, so I'm not going to add these credentials again. Okay, next thing which we need to do is click on create Replit. It will ask for which language you want to use. So I want to create a Node.js template, create Replit here. So you can see that the Replit is booting. And you can just close this, or if you want to explore the code editor, you can just go ahead and explore your code editor here. And now you can see that the Replit is booting and it is connected. Now we are ready to have our project files being added over here. But before we add our project files, we just need to have our SDKs, AWS SDK to be installed. So I'll go to the console over here. So I'm installing my AWS SDK. So this will take a while. And you can see that it is installed here, right? Next thing which we need to do is we need to create an access key. So to create an access key, we need to go to your AWS Management Console. Okay, now I am in my AWS Management Console. So I will go to my IAM here. I will just click on IAM. That is your Identity Access Management. And then I will go to my users here. Since I've already created my Cloud Control API, I'm just going to use that. If you want to create your own user, just click on create user and follow the instructions. Maybe you can just give a sample Cloud API and then click on next. And then let this be add users to your group, and then go to next, and it will ask you to review, and then you will be able to create your user. So I'm just creating it for you. So you can see that we have created a user, right? This is what we have created now. Now, if you click on this, you can see that we have something called as add permissions. So we are now on your sample Cloud API IAM. So I'm just clicking on my security credentials here and then create access key, right? So it is asking, why do you want to create an access key? So I'm just saying that I'm trying to run that application using your AWS compute service. And then I'm clicking on this, that I understand the terms and conditions for which we are trying to create this access key. And I'm going to create next over here. So I'll just give this as description tag as demo key. right? And then I'm trying to create an access key here, right? So you will be able to download your CSV file, keep the CSV file safe, so that you will be able to access your access keys and your secret access key and your secret access key, right? This is how your Excel file will look like, wherein the access key and your secret access key will be downloaded. So we need these access key and your secret access key for running your cloud control APIs, right? So I have opened index.js file in my project and I have added the code here. First thing what we are doing is we are trying to import our AWS SDK. After we have imported our AWS SDK, we are trying to configure our AWS SDK with the credentials which we have just created. I told you, right? We created our access key and your secret access key, right? And then next thing what we are trying to do over here is we are trying to create a new instance of the cloud control class. And then we are writing a function to create your S3 bucket, right, which will help you in trying to store your images and retrieve your images, right? We are writing a function so that we can get the status of whether the resource has been created or not. And also we are trying to have a try catch loop, which will help us in trying to figure out if there are any errors, right? And then we are writing a function to create your new S3 bucket. Now next thing what we are trying to do is we are trying to create a function for creating your EC2 instances and an S3 bucket. So you can see that we have created two functions over here, right? Okay, so this is what we are doing in our index.js file. Now to add your AWS access key ID and your secret access key ID and your region over here, you just click on search and then go to secret, right? And then this is my new secret, and then I'm trying to copy my access key ID and my value here, add secret, and then I'm trying to add my secret access key here, add secret. And now next thing which we need to add is our AWS region, right? So I'm adding my AWS region here. So we'll go to our AWS management console. So I have added my access key ID, my secret access key ID and AWS region, and this is how it will configure and take from your AWS config update, right? So you can see that the EC2 instance has been created, the S3 bucket has been created. You can see the status that it is in progress, and after 30 seconds you can see that the S3 bucket is created and your EC2 instance is created. So with the help of one control API, you will be able to use the different services which your AWS provides. So in this demo, we have used your S3 services and EC2 instance services using our Cloud Control API. Congratulations, you have reached the end of our comprehensive journey through AWS Cloud APIs. Let's quickly recap what we have covered. We started with understanding what APIs are and how they act as bridges for communication between different software applications. We explored the concept of cloud APIs, which extended the basic API functionality to the cloud environment, offering scalability, integration, and automation. We dove into Amazon S3, learning how to create buckets, upload files, and retrieve them. You saw firsthand how S3 simplifies cloud storage. We also launched and managed virtual servers using Amazon EC2, demonstrating how it is easy to run applications in the cloud. We explored serverless computing by creating and running a Lambda function, which highlighted the power of running code without provisioning servers. Finally, we discovered the AWS Cloud Control API, a powerful tool to manage multiple AWS services with a single set of commands. We created both an EC2 instance and an S3 bucket, showcasing the API's simplicity and efficiency. Throughout this course, we have emphasized the importance of AWS Cloud APIs in simplifying and streamlining cloud resource management. These tools are not only powerful but also incredibly user friendly, making it easier for you to build, manage, and scale applications in the cloud. We hope you found this tutorial both informative and engaging. By mastering these AWS APIs, you are now equipped with the skills of efficiently manage cloud resources, automate tasks, and enhance your application performance. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials on AWS and cloud computing. Thanks for watching and happy cloud computing.